No doubt. So I sit and I'm watching TV right now. ASPCA thing commercial on about helping animals out and shit, which I have nothing against. I don't. But these people, they spend more time helping out a animal who down and out before they help out a human who down and out. They spend more time prosecuting the case against a person who commits an act against the animal before they prosecute a case against a public official who commit a criminal act of violence against a human. Now, why is this? Because they programmed to recognize animal life as being superior to human life. And you can see it in their everyday behaviors, how they go around just having different types of sex and all these kind of different type of animal named positions and shit. They recognize the animal world as being superior to the human world. They're out of tune with reality, and this is some of these people. So you tell me I engage in these different positions because they're more pleasurable. Yet you don't walk up in the FBI office and report corruption of public officials. Why is that? Because you don't get no pleasure out of reporting corrupt public officials. You don't get no pleasure out of helping people who's victims of civil rights violations. But you get pleasure out of engaging in sex and all these different animal named positions, though, right? And you swear you want to help the people. Just something to ponder. So I recorded the first part of this video blacked out, and I just wanted you to see my face, my expression when I say these things. And I don't hide from anything. I don't try to conceal my facial expressions or none, or try to conceal my true feelings. I explain to you what it is, and if you accept it, you accept it. If you don't, then I go preach the good news to somebody else who will accept it. And that's pretty much what's been going on lately. So they respect the life of an animal more than they respect the life of a human, more than they respect the life of a child from the ghetto. Of course, in front of the cameras, you'll see the teachers talk about how bad they want to help the unfortunate children and the children that's at a disadvantage, how bad they want to help them and all that other shit. But you see the way that they vote on them ballots and who they vote for, and you could tell, if you want to help the children, why is you voting for a motherfucker who is supporting legislation that's disproportionately targeting these children at disadvantages? Now, why is this? Because in reality, you really don't want to help them. You only want to sustain the status quo for you and your kind. And that's it. And that's what this shit comes down to. It comes down to sustaining the status quo. And a lot of people in white America are afraid of change. They're afraid of rapid change. They're afraid of overnight change because it fucks up their comfort zone. Change is cool, but we like change to come gradually. Now, right now, you had Trump say that, I seen something on the news, he maxed out the sentences for drug offenses at 25 years. And that's change, because they were sentencing them to life sentences and beyond 100 years, 50 years, 100 years, and all that shit. But to max it at 25 years is a change. It's not a drastic overnight change, but it's a gradual change to where, well, after 25 years of his sentence, who the fuck gives a fuck anyway? So he'll either have exhibited good behavior or bad behavior, motherfucker, after 25 years. So either way, we can let him out. He'll be no longer a threat to us because the game will have been in change so much and the players change. He won't be able to keep up. It's like the young niggas, they can adapt to it because they grew up on smartphones and smart TVs and smart games and shit. You know what I'm saying? They grew up on social media sites and shit because this is what their generation grew up on. But, me and mine, we didn't grow up on this shit. We grew up on word of mouth where you got to go hand in hand, interact with niggas and speak to niggas direct. We didn't have shit where we could record a video on a telephone and post it on a site called YouTube and a billion people know who the fuck you is overnight. You know, we didn't have that. So the dope game is evolving. The criminals are evolving. The law enforcement is staying the same. They're evolving, but their psychology is staying the same. Their technologies are evolving. You know. And this will be run across from time to time. Not that I'm concerned about anything being messed up or anything, or I'm not concerned about nothing, but I just got to kick it the way it comes to me from time to time and let niggas know what's going on in this world. And that's one of the reasons why they don't like Ronald. Because Ronald don't let them bully him into saying what they want him to say. Ronald speaks his mind. They want somebody to say things their way, the way they want it to be said. And that goes for both the blacks and the whites and everything in between. You know what I mean? They don't want me to become fully established to where I could crack down on them. And that's all it comes down to. That's what a lot of these problems come down to. Ronald go snitch because either they attack Ronald or stay cool with somebody who attacked Ronald. And they trying to run some bullshit on Ronald, like Ronald retarded. And Ronald go get some dirt on him, and Ronald go snitch. And he got direct evidence. He go probably record their interactions with these drug dealers. And that's all it and they ain't supposed to be interacting with these drug dealers. So once you got on your phone, once you got on your YouTube site, they can't argue with it. What you gonna say? I mean, seriously, how can you reasonably argue with this person being in violation of the law? This person's supposed to be losing their damn job when you got it all on your YouTube site and on your phone. Record it. You can't argue with it. You got to take some form of corrective action against that person. And that's what it all comes down to. So this is where the vetting process comes down to where he can't snitch because G-code is in black and white. The kingpin can't snitch. Every nigga in America know that. Every nigga in the world know that. You know, so we vet niggas, and that's what it comes down to. So I feel more comfortable with a bunch of niggas similarly minded to me than a bunch of niggas similarly minded to Ronald around me. And that's what it comes down to, their comfort level. So if we could change Ronald's psychology to, you know, to where Ronald changed his psychology and he's associated with people who similarly minded to his new psychology, then we feel more comfortable. But if that old psychology around us, we don't feel comfortable around that psychology because it's a threat to our way of life. You know, so this is a 8-minute video, and I just came to kick that. I'm probably at like 200, 300 videos. I said I was going to drop 100 videos this year. I don't know where I'm at for this year, but I'm close to 100 mark now. I might be past it.